Unveiling Bolivia, your South American adventure awaits. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today we're lacing up our hiking boots, grabbing our backpacks, and hopping on a plane to South America. But not just anywhere in South America. We're going to Bolivia, a country that's bursting with natural wonders, fascinating history, and vibrant culture. Now, I know Bolivia might not be the first place that pops into your head when you think of South America. You might picture Machu Picchu or the Galapagos Islands, and those spots are amazing. Don't get me wrong, but Bolivia? Bolivia is like that hidden gem, tucked away in the heart of the continent, waiting to be discovered. Trust me, folks, if you're looking for an adventure that's off the beaten path, Bolivia should definitely be on your bucket list. So, pack your bags, grab your travel journal, and get ready to explore the top 10 places that make Bolivia such a captivating destination. We're gonna hit the high peaks, the ancient ruins, the bustling cities, and everything in between. Let's go. Salar de Uyuni, stepping onto another planet. We're headed to Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat. Imagine this, a blindingly white expanse stretching as far as the eye can see. You'll want to have those sunglasses handy, trust me. It's like stepping into a surrealist painting. During the dry season, the salt crust hardens, creating a giant mirror. It's a photographer's dream come true. Isla Incahuasi is a must-see with its giant cacti. During the rainy season, it transforms into a massive, shallow lake. Stick around for sunset, the reflections are breathtaking. La Paz breathing thin air and soaking up the culture. Next up, we're off to La Paz, the highest capital city in the world. This city sits at a dizzying altitude of over 11,800 feet, so get ready to catch your breath. La Paz pulsates with energy, blending indigenous traditions and modern life. Wander through steep, winding streets greeted by Andean culture. See women in traditional bowler hats and brightly colored skirts. For the best views, hop on the Mi Teleférico cable car, enjoy panoramic views of the city and Andes peaks. And don't forget to try the salteñas, savory pastries filled with meat and vegetables. Lake Titicaca sailing on the roof of the world. From the heights of La Paz, we journey to another high-altitude wonder, Lake Titicaca. This massive lake straddling the border of Bolivia and Peru is the highest navigable lake in the world, sitting at over 12,500 feet above sea level. And trust me, the views from the water are just as breathtaking as the altitude. Now, Lake Titicaca is more than just a pretty face. It's steeped in history and legend, considered a sacred place by the indigenous people of the Andes. According to Inca mythology, this is the birthplace of the sun god Inti and his wife, Mama Killa, the moon goddess. One of the highlights of visiting Lake Titicaca is exploring the Uros Islands. These man-made floating islands are constructed entirely from totora reeds, a type of reed that grows abundantly in the lake. No trip to Lake Titicaca would be complete without visiting Isla del Sol, or Sun Island. You can hike to ancient ruins, explore Inca terraces, and soak up the stunning views of the lake and the surrounding mountains. Whether you're exploring ancient ruins, learning about indigenous cultures, or simply soaking up the beauty of this high-altitude paradise, Lake Titicaca is an experience you won't soon forget. Chapter 4. Sucre stepping back in time in Bolivia's White City. Get ready to trade your hiking boots for comfy walking shoes because we're off to Sucre, the constitutional capital of Bolivia. This charming city with its whitewashed buildings and red-tiled roofs feels like a step back in time. It's a place where you can slow down, savor the relaxed pace of life, and soak up the rich history and culture that permeate every cobblestone street. As you wander through the historic center, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, be sure to visit Casa de la Libertad. This historic building is where Bolivia declared its independence from Spain in 1825. For a taste of Sucre's religious heritage, head to the Cathedral Metropolitana, and if you're looking for the best views in Sucre, climb up to La Recoleta, a Franciscan monastery perched on a hilltop overlooking the city. Chapter 5. Potosi, unearthing the legacy of silver and struggle. Hold on tight, folks, because we're heading high into the Andes to Potosi, a city perched at a breathtaking altitude of over 13,420 feet above sea level. This city was once the silver mining capital of the world, a place of immense wealth and unimaginable hardship. To get a real sense of Potosi's mining past, you have to visit Cerro Rico. Now you can actually take a tour inside the mines, which are still active today. It's a sobering experience, to say the least. You'll see the harsh conditions that the miners endure, learn about the dangers they face, and gain a deeper understanding of the human cost of silver. But Potosi's history is about more than just mining. This city played a crucial role in Bolivia's fight for independence. Despite its challenging past, Potosi is a city that's full of life. Chapter 6. Madidi National Park, where the jungle whispers ancient secrets. Alright adventurers, trade those city shoes for hiking boots because we're heading deep into the heart of the Amazon rainforest to Madidi National Park. Now, if you're a nature lover, if you're an animal enthusiast, if you just crave a little bit of wildness, this place is calling your name. Madidi is one of the most biodiverse places on the entire planet. We're talking over 10% of the world's known bird species, thousands upon thousands of plant varieties, and creatures you won't find anywhere else. Jaguars, pumas, giant river otters, pink dolphins. You're not just visiting a park, you're stepping into a real-life jungle adventure. Some folks like to join organized tours, and that's a great way to go if you want the expertise of local guides. But if you're feeling a little more adventurous, you can also venture into Madidi independently. There are local communities that offer eco-lodges and homestays, giving you a chance to immerse yourself in the rainforest and connect with the indigenous people who call this place home. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that Madidi is a delicate ecosystem, so whether you're on a tour or exploring on your own, it's crucial to travel responsibly. Chapter 7. Tiwanaku, unraveling the mysteries of a lost civilization. We're stepping back in time now, folks, way back, to the ancient ruins of Tiwanaku. Picture this, it's long before the Incas even, back to a time when a powerful civilization thrived in the Andes, leaving behind these enigmatic structures that still have archaeologists scratching their heads. Tiwanaku was once the capital of a vast empire that stretched across parts of Bolivia, Peru, and Chile. One of the most impressive structures at Tiwanaku is the Gate of the Sun. This massive stone archway carved from a single block of andesite is thought to have been a ceremonial entrance to the city. Just a short distance from the Gate of the Sun, you'll find the Kalasasaya, a massive rectangular enclosure that's thought to have been used for religious ceremonies and astronomical observations. And then there's the Akapana, a pyramid-shaped structure that dominates the Tiwanaku landscape. Get ready for a change of pace, folks, because we're heading to Santa Cruz de la Sierra, the largest city in Bolivia. Now, if you're looking for that bustling modern side of Bolivia, this is the place to be. Santa Cruz is a vibrant mix of old and new, where towering skyscrapers stand shoulder to shoulder with colonial churches, and where the rhythm of life is a little bit faster, a little bit louder, and a whole lot of fun. One of the best ways to experience Santa Cruz is simply to stroll through its plazas. The main square, Plaza 24 de Septiembre, is the heart of the city. You can relax on a bench in the shade of palm trees, sip on a freshly squeezed juice from a street vendor, and watch the world go by. For a glimpse into Santa Cruz's history, head to the Catedral Metropolitana. This beautiful cathedral, with its neoclassical facade, is one of the city's most iconic landmarks. And if you're interested in learning more about the natural history of the region, be sure to visit the Museo de Historia Natural Noel Kemp Mercado. But Santa Cruz isn't just about history and culture, it's also a city that knows how to have a good time. Alright, fellow adventurers, get ready for an experience you won't soon forget, because we're heading deep into the heart of the Bolivian Amazon, to the town of Rurenabach. If you're dreaming of exploring the rainforest, spotting exotic wildlife, and experiencing the raw beauty of the Amazon, this is your jumping-off point. Rurenabach is a small town, a little rough around the edges, but bursting with character. From here you can embark on a variety of tours into the pampas and the jungle. The pampas are vast grasslands that flood during the rainy season, teeming with wildlife. Imagine gliding along the waterways in a dugout canoe, spotting caiman lurking beneath the surface, and pink dolphins leaping from the water. A jungle trek is not for the faint of heart, but it's an experience you won't regret. We're ending our Bolivian adventure just a stone's throw from La Paz, in the Valle de la Luna, or Valley of the Moon. Imagine this, a landscape of otherworldly rock formations carved over millennia by wind and rain. It's a photographer's dream, especially at sunset when the rocks glow with warm hues. Valle de la Luna is a small area, easily explored in an afternoon. Well-maintained trails lead to viewpoints offering panoramic views. One of the best things about Valle de la Luna is its proximity to La Paz. You can easily visit as a day trip or hire a taxi to take you there and back. Well folks, there you have it. Our whirlwind tour of Bolivia's top 10 must-visit places. From the salt flats of Salar de Uyuni to the lunar landscapes of Valle de la Luna, from the ancient ruins of Tiwanaku to the vibrant streets of Santa Cruz, Bolivia offers something for every type of traveler. Whether you're an adventure seeker, a history buff, a nature enthusiast, or simply someone looking to experience a different side of South America, Bolivia welcomes you with open arms. So start planning your trip, pack your bags, and get ready to discover the magic of this often overlooked gem of a country. Thanks for joining me on this adventure, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel tips and inspiration. Until next time, happy travels.